Feeling very under the weather today, so we are going to make some roasted tomato soup. Maybe I'll feel better. But that is lunch, and for dinner, I think chicken. I don't know. We'll see. Have you guys ever tried roasted garlic? If not, you should give it a go. All you gotta do is select the oil of your choice. After you cut the tops of your garlic off, salt and pepper it, wrap it up in some foil, and put it into a 400-degree oven for 30 to 40 minutes, depending on your oven. This onion has seen better days. I wished I had another one, but this is all we have for now. So I'm going to go ahead and just get this quartered up and placed in the oven with my garlic and my tomatoes. In this next clip, I have my tomatoes on my roasting pan. They are from last year. At the end of the year, I washed them, and that was it. I froze them. They are not quartered. I will go ahead and take care of those when they are done. In here, I have a 2-cup measuring cup. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of chicken bouillon to 2 cups of water. Now, you can use vegetable or even tomato bouillon. That I have not been able to find, but I do know that it exists. We're going to go ahead and just push that aside for a minute. And I have some ginger that I need to get used up that we had picked up from Sam's Club. And the easiest way that I have found to peel it is just use a potato peeler or even the back of a spoon. But I'm going to go ahead and speed this up for you so you don't have to sit and watch all of that. You can do this both ways. This way, you just have to blend it up that much more. This way, it's already blended up for you. Okay, my garlic is done. I'm gonna get the tomatoes out and we'll go from there. You see me dropping that ginger in. I chose to use the grated. It came out to be about a tablespoon. And here, the easiest way to get your roasted garlic out is to just squeeze it. Adding 2 heads of garlic to this tomato dish is not an overwhelming flavor of garlic, but it does add a nice hint. Now here I'm just going to add, about a half a cup to start because I do have the liquid from the tomatoes and you don't want to overfill your blender. And you see that I have a towel. When you are blending something hot, do not close that lid because, wow, that's going to be a big old mess you do not want to deal with. This part's optional, but I'm going to go ahead and strain it. Here I'm just going to go ahead and add some Italian seasoning. I don't have a written recipe for this dish. That's maybe 2 teaspoons. Some smoky paprika. Maybe a teaspoon, if that. Really, there are so many different recipes out there that you could look up and try. This is just the way I do it. Actually, every time I make this tomato soup, it's never the same amount or even the flavors. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add approximately cup and a half, somewhere's there. I had 2 cups to begin with, and we're down to a cup. We're going to go ahead and just get this over the fire and get it stirred in. Here, I'm just going to go ahead and add some heavy cream. If you don't have any, that's fine. Just add some milk. Add as much as you like or none at all. Now, while this looks extremely white, at the end of all of this, it did blend in quite nicely, and it brought a creaminess to the soup that it really needed. Don't throw this pulp away. You could actually dehydrate it and use it in spaghetti or lasagna. let's go ahead and get a quick kitchen cleanup. I did get the dishwasher installed. This is just everything that I don't put in our dishwasher. I ended up not having that tomato soup for lunch. Instead, I waited for everybody else and we're going to go ahead and have it for dinner. For those of us that are feeling well, I went ahead and made up some chicken tender sliders with some of the Great Value rolls that we had left over from Christmas. The seasonings that I'm going to use here on this chicken is everything is the same that I used in the tomato soup. For those of you who are wondering, yes, as you see, I am washing my hands to stop the spread of cross-contamination. I have put the chicken into a Ziploc bag. We're just going to add roughly a half a cup of the chicken stock, some black pepper, some ginger. Here we're going to add some salt, some of that smoky paprika, some garlic powder, and we're just going to let this sit and just marry together. I put this into a preheated oven at 400 for about 15 minutes or so. Now I'm going to go ahead and smash me some garlic to get that skin off, and I'm going to go ahead and get it grated into my butter, which when I get my rolls cut, I'll go ahead and just smother them rolls in that butter. Yes, I used a little over a half of a stick melted. I added some black pepper. I just threw it under the broiler until it was browned. I added the chicken and threw it back under the broiler. And here we are going ahead and getting it cut up for dinner. I added a little extra heavy cream to my dish along with some Parmesan cheese, which added some saltiness that I was looking for.
Smells good.
That's the dog? No. It's Dad. Oh.
That is good. Nothing like homemade.
How is it?
Very, very awesome.
There you have it. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner.